Right. So this is like next session about planets, which we are going through, like what different planet represents in astrology. Okay. This is around Mercury. We have already covered Sun, Moon, Mars. Now it is like Mercury. What Mercury represents, what is like its maturity age, what is its nature, the basic things we will understand. Okay. So, as I said, every planet represents something on its own that is Karaka. That is that thing planet represents on its own. It doesn't depend on its house placement and sign placement. That thing, that representation, planet can provide on its own during its dasha. Okay. So that is represent and that is known as Karaka or significator. Mercury is significator or Karaka of business. Okay, Mercury is basically business, communications, traveling. Okay, Mercury represents your decision making skills. Okay, how good decisions you take or how bad decisions you take is seen from Mercury. Whether you will be interested in business, whether you will, how communicative you can be, how effectively you communicate is also seen from Mercury. Okay, it represents marketing, advertisement, journalism, media. Okay, like as it represents business, obviously it will represent marketing and advertisement. As it represents communication, obviously it will represent journalism and media. Mercury is Karaka of astrology itself. Okay, like in astrology, we learn that this planet is Karaka of this thing, or this planet is Karaka of that thing. Astrology is Karaka as Mercury. Okay, astrology is represented by Mercury. Logical thinking, as I said, decision making skills is also seen from Mercury. How logical you think, how practical you think is also seen from Mercury. Mercury is youthfulness. Mercury is childish or childlike. Okay, although they are very different, but it will represent both the things: childish also, childlike also. Mercury is youthfulness. It is like a prince in the kingdom who is pampered by everyone. Okay, that is it. Um, Playfulness. Mercury is not a serious planet. Okay, Mercury is all about playfulness and all. That is its basic nature. Mercury also represents your siblings. Siblings as Karaka means it can represent your younger sibling also, elder sibling also. Okay, it represents your brothers also, sisters also. So Mercury is like Karaka of like all these things. Then neighbors, friends, because Mercury is like a communication oriented planet, so it represents all those people with whom you regularly communicate. So normally we communicate with our neighbors. Okay, uh, also understand, remember that it is non-serious. Okay, so Mercury actually represents your non-serious communications, so that largely happens with your neighbors, with your friends, with your cousins and all. That is seen from like Mercury. People you chit chat with is like Mercury. Okay, Mercury also represents memory. It represents brain, nervous system, skin and speech. Okay, skin and speech related disorders. So whenever Mercury is afflicted and all, we can see someone is having like allergy related issues and all. Other health issues are related with nervous system, brain, and speech disorders. Okay, a child who is born with like combust Mercury or retrograde Mercury, that child may start speaking later in life. Okay, like may take few more months than a normal child. He may take like few extra more months to start speaking and all. That can be like one of the result of Mercury being retrograde or combust. Nature wise, it is neutral. Okay, it is neither benefic nor malefic. Mercury is a planet which changes its nature as per the It's association. Okay, like if Mercury is sitting with a benefic planet like Jupiter and Venus, it will become benefic. With if Mercury is sitting with a malefic planet like Saturn and Ketu, it will become a malefic. Suppose it is sitting alone, then it depends on the sign and sign lord. Suppose Mercury is sitting in Taurus, ruled by Venus, it will function like a Venus benefic planet. If it is sitting in like a Scorpio sign, ruled by Mars and Ketu, it will function like a Mars and Ketu. Okay, it changes its nature as per its association. Gender wise, also it is a neuter planet. It doesn't have like feminine or masculine gender. Okay. Why Mercury is neutral everywhere? Okay, neutral because it represents your decision making skills. If you want to take like correct decisions, right decisions, first you have to become a neutral person. Okay, then only you can listen to both sides neutrally, and then you can decide. Its age is 35 years. Its maturity age is 35 years, which means that by 35 years of age at least, we should be able to effectively communicate. We should know how to communicate with someone, how not to communicate with someone. So we should have command over our communication by 35 years of age at least. Okay. 35 is also normally you will see people start considering their business front. Okay. Sign based dignity. Okay, sign based dignity is, as I say, that it runs the show in astrology 90% of times or even more. You will get the results in your life as per the sign based dignity. If planet is a strong in a strong sign, then you are going to get good results sooner or later in life. If planet is weak in weaker signs, then it is going to give you some obstacles, some challenges sooner or later in life. Okay. Mm, Sign-based dignity-wise, Mercury is the only planet which gets exalted in its own sign. Mercury's own sign, Mool Trikona sign, on an exaltation sign is the same Virgo. Virgo is Mercury's own sign also, Mool Trikona sign also, exaltation sign also. Mercury's another own sign is Gemini. Friendly signs are Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, and Aquarius, that is Venus and Saturn signs. Enemy signs are Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, and Cancer. Okay. If I go in order, then it is like Aries, Cancer, Scorpio, and Sagittarius are like enemy signs for like Mercury. It is debilitated at Pisces 15 degrees. Okay. Mercury's exaltation in Virgo 15 degrees. Mercury's debilitation is in Pisces 15 degrees. It is neutral towards Leo sign, a sign ruled by Sun. House base is strength. Third house, it gets the directional strength. Third house is the natural house of like Mercury, whereas it like third sign is Gemini. So Mercury loves to be in the third house. Okay, very communicative person. Mercury in the third house. Okay. Mercury in the ninth house is like where it loses the directional strength. Why? Because ninth house is the house of Guru. Jupiter. Okay, Mercury is a playful prince, and like Jupiter is like Guru Gambhir. Okay, so that's where Mercury loses its directional strength. Okay, why I need to be so serious in life? Why I can't just be playful and all? That is why like Mercury doesn't like the environment of the ninth house. Normally, it travels through one sign within 15 to 20 days. Okay, in some signs it will just run through, okay, before you even like realize that, and you will see that it has crossed over that sign. So that is like a normal way of Mercury's speed, 15 to 20 days in one sign. But when it gets retrograde, when it reverts back in its direction, it goes forward, then reverts back, then it goes forward, and all. This whole process of going back and forth will 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 take at least like 3 months. Okay, although Mercury retrogrades only for 21 days or so, but 3 months is the time period where it will stay in one sign when it goes retrograde because of this back and forth movement. As I said, like retro Mercury can bring like communication issues. Person may find difficult to convey his thoughts properly, communicate properly, especially in early life. But when the person grows and works on his communication skills and all, he can become better communicator. Likewise with combust Mercury, when Mercury comes very close to Sun, it is like it is becoming like Sun is fire and Mercury is communication, fiery way of communicating. So it can bring like a fiery way of communication, very harsh and cruel way of communicating and all. Plus, this also shows like someone can be having communication issues, communication problems when Mercury is combust. Okay. So these are the basic things related with Mercury. Okay. In next session, we will understand Jupiter. Thank you.